So we went to see the making of Harry Potter in Tokyo, and these are the things that we want to share to you. Getting there in Tokyo is easy, but here is the pro tip: make sure you take the train to Toshimaen station. They completely renovate the station to have a nice decoration. There are red phone booths, team benches, and cool details everywhere. And from the station, it's just 2-minute walk through the park to the main gate. You can't miss it. And now let's talk about the ticket. Make sure you book a ticket in advance, because the staff going to let you in around the time that you schedule. And once you prepare for that, I would like to recommend you to wear any kind of costume if you have one, and you're definitely gonna look cool with the photo that you want to take inside. You are going to start the tour from this room that's full of movies poster, starting from the Harry Potter series till the Fantastic Beasts. And from that part, you are going to start the tour and entering the Great Hall. The highlight for me was light at front, the original Goblet of Fire. In the movies, this looked like a pure CGI. Seeing it physically with the blue frame effect running is super cool. And it's actually much bigger than it looks on the screen. Definitely the centerpiece of the room. Right after the Great Hall, you are going to hit the Grand Staircase, where you will start to walk freely to see the main movie set here. I would like to let you know as well that you might want to spend around 60 to 90 minutes to walk through this main set, so don't rush it, okay? And I really have to give a credit to the staff here. They fully commit to the acting to hype up the crowd. For example, at this Defense Against the Dark Arts class, they teach you how to actually beat the Death Eaters when he appears. After the brightness, the tour forced you to the Forbidden Forest. It's one of the favorite parts because of the atmosphere is completely changed. It's dark, fog, and yes, there are giant spiders. It's not just a museum here, but they use lighting and sound to make it feel like you're really actually in danger. After the dark part, you will enter the famous Diagon alley. This is where you need to kinda like slow down, don't rush through, and looking through the shop windows, looking to the scene, take some nice photos because I'm sure you're gonna love it. And the part that you won't miss and everyone is looking for is the platform 9 3/4. And one of the highlight area is the Ministry of Magic, which we really enjoy it because of the details of this area and the fact that how big it is. One of the coolest parts of the tour is the interactive experience. You don't just watch the movie, but you get to be in it. Like for example this one. And also with the Quidditch match scene that you can try. The director gonna tells you to kinda like play along. So my advice is just commit to the acting. The crazier you look is the better you look in the final video. And you can actually download the video afterward.
He's got the snitch! Harry Potter receives 150 points for catching the snitch! Gryffindor wins!
Now let's talk about the food. At the entrance of the studio, there is a big food hall there. Or at the middle of the tour, there is a backlot cafe which you can rest and find something to eat. There are varieties of choice. We go for this Gryffindor plate and the Ravenclaw plate, which is a burger and a pie. I would say the taste is okay, the price is understandable that it's a bit pricey. So for 2 dishes we pay around 6,000 yen for that. Also you could grab a butterbeer nearby if you want, but we decide to pass on this one. And after finishing the meal at the halfway of the tour, you can also enjoy the outdoor movie set as well. Which you will also see the famous Hogwarts Bridge. It's a perfect photo spot because of the natural light here is much better than inside the dark studios. And now let's talk about the shop. I'm not kidding, this is one of the largest Harry Potter store in the world. If you are a collector, you won't miss the chance to get one of the collective here. Be warned, it is very dangerous for your wallet. I also end up getting this long sleeve shirt with my name on it. That's the end of the tour, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you ask me if the studio tour worth the price, I would say absolutely. You can easily spend 4 to 5 hours here without getting bored. And if you like the video, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. See you in next one.